Hey guys, we are here in Birmingham, Alabama at Barber Motorsports Museum. It is home to the world's largest motorcycle collection at over 1,800 motorcycles right here in this building. It is also home to the world's largest Lotus racing car collection at over 50 right here in this building. It has a racetrack in the back, a world-class racetrack. Actually, next weekend from right now, there's an IndyCar race that will be right here on this track. I'm going to take you inside. I'm going to show you around. Even though video will do it no justice compared to in person, you have to come out here. Let's go in and take a look. Now, when you walk in here, it is overwhelming, but what you need to do, go straight to the elevator, go straight to the top, start your tour there, work your way down. It's the only way to kind of take it all in. So let's do that. This track is also home to the Porsche driving experiences. There's a few of them around the country, and this is one of them. They're out there right now driving Porsches on the track. We'll go on that walkway later when we get down to that floor, see the track from a different angle. It's an amazing place. This bike here is an MTT, Micro Turbine Technologies, I believe is what the acronym is for. It's a Y2K bike. It is a turbine engine from a helicopter. They are built in Louisiana. Jay Leno has one. Here's another one right here.
Race of the absolute limit.
The first floor is dedicated to the restoration shop, and you can't go down there. I believe there's tours that you can take, but you can't really just walk down there. Up here on the 5th floor, they've got a new area I haven't seen, the Barber Advanced Design Center. I see 3D printing going on, probably remaking parts that are just not available anymore, and probably designing new stuff. In this new section of the building, they put holes in the floor with glass. Found a new way to display more engines. Here we are down on the 4th floor, and first thing you see when you walk down here, this is a replica of the first motorcycle made in 1885. I'm not sure I'd want those steam engines between my legs, though. That is just a pressure bomb waiting to go off. The museum is kind of broken up into sections as much as they can. There are some mixed here and there, but this section is mostly the board track era, and it is full of old board track machines. I'll show you. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell to let you know when new videos are live. So much history with all of these bikes. There's a story behind each one of these. I could not begin to stand next to each one of them and tell you about it. It would take days, if not weeks, to film that kind of video. You just have to come out here. It is absolutely amazing. This area of the museum, I really enjoy this. The old bikes, the 1912s, the early stuff where they just started just going fast for no reason, but to go faster than the next guy. The innovations they came up with, it's mind-blowing what they did way back in 1912. And look, even Sears was making motorcycles. And if racing on a board track or a flat surface was not enough, they started racing up hills and making things like this. A walk across from the board track racing and hill climb racing, come right into road racing. There are details in this building everywhere. Check out this seat around the post. So you go up the elevator. When you come down, you take these ramps to the next floor. It'll help you find everything you want to see. We are now one floor lower than the board track racing. You can see it right up there. That's where we were a minute ago. This is where you start to get a glimpse of what's yet to come, the Lotus race exhibit. But for now, we're going to finish out this floor before we go down. Some of the exhibits have race suits that were worn by the riders, and it starts to show you how small these guys really are. I would never fit in one of these. Nope. At this point, we are one floor away from the walkway that goes over the track, and of course we'll go out there when we get down there, but look how beautiful it is. We're starting to get into the 70s era, and I'm not too impressed with this era. I was born in that era, and it just does nothing for me, any of these bikes. Maybe some of the innovations they were coming up with, but like this Winkle rotary engine motorcycle, I'd love to hear that, but I don't believe they start them in here. If you want a running museum, go to Wheels Through Time in Maggie Valley, North Carolina. It is absolutely amazing there, full of history, completely different from this place. It looks like they stage each area according to the era of the motorcycles. It's like an old barn style. It's amazing. Nothing like this one. This one's also amazing, but in a different way. Here's the drag bike section, and it's pretty awesome. This is mainly a motorcycle museum, but there's everything here. Look at all of these outboard motors. That's not all they have. There are more over there where you can't even see. Here's a new section to me. It's the display for the dirt track racers. I've only seen it once, and it looks like they've added more since I've been here. The way they've got it set up, where it starts from the early days, goes to the newer days, more modern. I like it. It's pretty cool. These two bikes right here have been around the world. There's a whole story right here about the bikes and about the guys who rode them. There's a few more over there. Look like they've been through hell and back. That was a quick walk through this floor, headed down to the next. Here's the elevator. There are racks on each corner of the elevator from the basement to the top. and it is full of motorcycles. Here is a 4.2 liter Ford engine developed for IndyCar, 525 horsepower. The exhaust came out where normally the intake would be. Intakes came in from the exhaust ports on a normal vehicle. It's just amazing the kind of things they can do. And that was 1964. Now, this area is dedicated to Dan Gurney. He was a racer, he was an innovator. He was also 6'4". I am 6'2" ish, 1, 2, somewhere in that area, 230 pounds or less by the time you're watching this. And he was a driver, and he designed this motorcycle here where you're pretty much sitting behind the engine instead of on top of it. Now, they have so many bikes around here, they can't fit them all in a display area. They even have some in their offices. Check out this innovation. No front forks, it's a front swing arm. And also designed to minimize the airflow underneath the aerodynamic base. And again, that was helped by having a wide space in the front wings and then channeling the air inside the slide bars. An interesting time in Formula One, but the design innovations weren't quite so obvious as in previous years. All these cars are significantly the early days of Lotus, it was very much successful track instead. This particular car has a soft spot in my memory. It brings back a time where I had a coloring book that was full of this type of race car. And you see it is black and gold. Well, in a coloring book, you turn to that page and it was already black. You couldn't color it anything else, but you can color the background. And I remember that to this day. That was probably pre-kindergarten years for me, but it stuck out in my mind. And here's that car. This is one of the cooler displays for me. It is a Lotus 7, but if you built models as a kid, just like I did, I'm sure every car guy did, that's what this is set up to look like, all the pieces on the little plastic trees. And again, to show you that there is more than just cars and motorcycles in here, look at this wall of toy cars. This display is really cool. They did a great job with it. They hung a frame on the wall, and behind it is the blueprints from that frame. Going down to the lower level from here, you can really start to see what goes on in the restoration area. They really used every bit of space they could. They even hung motorcycles from the ceiling. And here is the military display. And just when you thought you've seen it all, there's bicycles too. Now, the first time I came here, the building stopped right here at this expansion joint. It was only this section. It went up. It was 5 stories, but it didn't go out this way. This has been an addition. I don't know what year they did it in, but it was much needed because they ran out of space here, and they've run out of space on this end too. They should be adding more. That would be great, and I'll come back for that. But you thought we were done with cars? No, we're not. This 1962 Lotus race car, the highest part of it, besides the roll bar, reaches me to my thigh. I believe my bathtub is bigger than this car. I can't imagine going any speed over 20 miles an hour in this thing. Right here, we've got a great display of what was going on in the automotive industry in 1956 with the different countries. Right here, you've got an Ace Bristol from the UK. We've got a 1956 Corvette from America, of course. And right in front of that, we've got a 1956 Porsche from Germany. All beautiful cars in their own way, but I'll take that Corvette over any of these. All right, we have finished the quick walkthrough of this museum. Again, I could spend hours, days, weeks filming everything. But now that we're done getting a quick look at everything inside, let's go outside over the track. The Porsche experience that you can purchase over here, you got to schedule it. It's not something through Barber, it's through Porsche itself. You can come out here and drive each one of the Porsche makes on the track. And the off-road Porsche, the SUV, I forget the name of it, can drive actually off-road. Here's one of them right here. And the holes in the floor with glass, like they did in the building, they continued it out here. I'm going to attempt to walk across there. Camera might get shaky. We made it. Nothing cracked. Good thing I lost a little weight. There's also a little center section we can walk out there. Beautiful waterfalls. What's going on is they're probably switching cars for the Porsche experience, or they might be taking a lunch break. I don't know. It's about that time. So hopefully we'll get some cars coming around the track, but if not, it's still just beautiful. Look at this. When you're driving into the place, it's 2-lane one way, 2-lane the other side, median in the middle. And it looks like you're just on some back road, a really nice back road. And then out of nowhere, it's this beautiful building. From the main road, you would never know what's back here. It's amazing back here. If you are a car guy, you've got to come here. Again, about the details on this property, things that you probably wouldn't normally catch. You're walking back here, and on the cement, there's a sprocket. The place is so popular, even Bigfoot's here. Big snake over there. It's fake, I think. This is the first time I've been on the walkway. I didn't even know this second walkover was back here. So we get to go up another one, across the track on the other side. And a new group of Porsches is coming out. The track itself is 2.38 miles, 17 turns. Oh yeah, they've gotten a few laps in, they're starting to heat it up. And the faster ones just passed. These are going pretty good though. All right, we're gonna continue to walk this walking path, see where it goes. Well, the walking path came to an end, but we are close to the track. We've walked the entire outside walkway, gonna head back to the building. And as you're walking back towards the museum, you've got Porsches racing under you. You've got this beautiful archway with the museum in the background. Car guys, how can you stay away from here? All right, guys, we are done. I got some merch, got a few shirts to bring home. It's amazing here. Video will not do it justice. You've got to get out here. I spent about 3 hours here and can only show you just a small bit of it. There is no way you can see everything in 2 hours, 3 hours. You've got to spend some time here. If you want to just browse and kind of just see everything, yeah, 2 hours will work. But if you want to know everything about everything in that building, it's going to take a while. But until next time, buckle up, put it in gear, and drive it.